Hey there, Rub-a-Dub subs, it's Blackmetalwerewolf making a brand new video for you this week. And this week we're going to be talking about video games. A few days ago, one of my fans named Osiris messaged me asking if I could do a video about heavy metal video games. And I thought it was such a great idea, I just had to do it. So thank you very much, Osiris, I very much appreciate the suggestion. So when it comes to video games, they're everywhere, and everyone loves them. Young, old, man, woman, black, white. Who doesn't love sitting down and relaxing with a cool video game? You go into any household in pretty much any country, and chances are you will find some sort of video game device. Be it a game console, a computer, a tablet, a cell phone. Everyone has them. They're awesome. So I'm going to be listing off a handful of video games, heavy metal video games of course, for you guys to check out. Let's start out with the most obvious one. Tim Schafer's Brutal Legend. I remember this was the first game I ever bought with my own money. I had a terrible part-time job when I was a teenager, and I saved up enough money to buy a PlayStation 3 and this game. One of my friends had got it before, a few months beforehand for Christmas, and he told me about it, and after he told me about it, I just had to have it. It's one of those games that really has stood the test of time. It's almost a decade old, and I still play it to this day. I just love driving around the awesome scenery and listening to the radio in the game. If you've never played it before, it's about a heavy metal roadie named Eddie Riggs who gets transported to a heavy metal fantasy world full of blood, beer, tits, and violence, all the shit heavy metal heads like. It's hysterical. It has an all-star cast from Jack Black to Lemmy from Motorhead, Ozzy Osbourne, Rob Halford, Brian Posehn, and many others. To me, you can probably pick up this game anywhere for about $10, any used game store or pawn shop, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's action-adventure with RTS elements and a few RPG elements thrown in there. Plus, it's heavy metal all the fucking way. I remember when I got this when I was a teenager, I didn't have a lot of money, and I was in such a small town where heavy metal music wasn't really a commodity, but listening to the soundtrack in this game, it opened my eyes to so many different bands. Like I said, it has about 150 song soundtrack to it, and pretty much any type of heavy metal you like, there's at least one song in there from that genre. So if you've never played it before, I highly suggest picking it up. It's fun, it's hysterical, and the replay value is extremely high. Even if you just want to drive around and listen to metal, this is the game for you. Unfortunately, after Brutal Legend came out, there was a falling out between Tim Schafer and the publisher EA, and the sequel got cancelled, and the production company Double Fine almost went under. Thankfully they didn't, and they're trying to rebuild their company, and they hope to one day possibly make a Brutal Legend 2, and I really hope they do, and I know a lot of other fans really hope they do too. I do plan on doing a video a little bit in the future about talking about how I think they could do a Brutal Legend 2. Of course, it'll just be my speculation and my ideas, but I do think it would be a very fun video to do. The next game we can talk about is Slain, Back from Hell. It's a throwback to old side-scrolling 8-bit games, but with a heavy metal touch. Imagine if the Castlevania game meets heavy metal back when the Castlevania games were still something, before they became fucking terrible. Anyway, it's full of references, it's funny, it's very self-aware, it's actually pretty difficult, and I still haven't beaten it, though I've tried quite a bit. If you have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, or a PlayStation Vita, if anyone uses that fucking thing anymore, I suggest buying it on the PlayStation Store or Xbox Arcade. I think when I bought it, it was less than $20. So it's a really fun game, and it has a lot of cool graphics, a lot of cool settings, a lot of cool funny moves, a lot of interesting characters. So if you're a heavy metal fan and you like old school video games like Castlevania, I highly suggest picking it up. The next game you can check out will be Metal Mayhem. It's a free app game on Android and I believe iOS, the Apple Store on your phone too. So it's free to download, and essentially just imagine Super Mario Brothers meets heavy metal. You play as an 8-bit black metal guy who goes through these dungeons, killing zombies with fireballs he shoots out of his guitar, collecting bones, and collecting skulls. There isn't much to it, but it has a great soundtrack and it's fun as hell. It's a good time waster game, so if you're going to work or you're on break or you're just sitting on the toilet, it's something fun you can just flick on, have a little fun with until you gotta actually do something. I suggest picking it up, and it's free, so why the hell not? Another free app game you can download is Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast. If you remember, I think it was about a year ago I did my review of Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast. And looking back, I was pretty harsh. Even though I do believe some of my criticisms still stand, I think I was a little harsh on the game. But since then, they have made a lot of updates and changes to the game. So that's the great thing about games these days. They can change so much through online updates. It's fantastic. But if you like playing like JRPG games and you like Iron Maiden, I suggest picking it up. It's free, it's something you can do in your spare time, and it's pretty fun getting to play as all these different Eddies. Obviously, if you don't like JRPGs or Iron Maiden, you can probably steer clear of it. Now for my final game suggestion, well, it's not really a suggestion because I haven't been able to play it. Anyway, the game is Eternal Descent Metal Heroes. Now, this is a game I really want to play because it's based on the Eternal Descent comic books, but every time I try to play it, the game crashes. I read the reviews on the game on their app page in the App Store, and a lot of the reviews are great. Apparently it has great graphics, great music, fun gameplay, all the things you want in a free app game. But every time I try to play it, the fucking game crashes. I went through all the reviews, and it wasn't just me. There are a few people who have reported the same problem, but it kind of seems like the vast majority of the people playing it can just boot it up and no problem. I'll show you what I mean.
Alright, so let's start up the game here. Starting the loading screen. And it crashes. This does it every single time. This isn't a fluke. Every time I've tried to play this game, it does that exact same thing. And it's a total pain in the ass.
So this game is something I really want to play, but it just doesn't work for me. Based around the reviews and the trailers I have seen for it, it does look really fun though, so download at your own risk. So those are the heavy metal video games I have for you guys this week. Video games are something I love playing, so if you guys have any suggestions, comment below and let me know if there are any other games I missed or you think I should check out. I hope you guys like the ones I suggested to you, and I hope it doesn't cost you too much with in-app purchases. Of course, if you're like under the age and you're playing on like your mom's phone or tablet or some shit, don't go buying shit with their credit card. That's seriously not cool, and your parents are gonna get fucking pissed at you. And seeing as I'm putting this disclaimer, you can't blame me either. So I'm fucking washing my hands of the situation. So, like my past videos, I either do an album recommendation or an album warning, and this week it's another recommendation. And that is, well, it's kind of hard to pronounce this band's name, because as an English speaker, it's spelled T-Y-R, which I think is Tyr, but I have a friend of mine on Facebook who posted a video of the band member saying it's pronounced Tyor. So either way you pronounce it, the album is By the Light of the Northern Star. It's an awesome album, and it has amazing album art, so I highly suggest checking it out. By the Light of the Northern Star by Tyr or Tyor, whichever way you want to fucking pronounce it. So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment letting me know what you thought of today's video, and check out some of my past videos too while you're at it. If you want to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I'll be putting links to those in the description. And if you would like to write me a letter, I have a P.O. box, so you can find that in the description as well. Overall, I hope you guys really liked my video. Thank you very much for watching, and stay brutal.